Well, howdy there. My name's Garrett.
And I'm Kelly.
That there's Kelly. We're here to teach you a little bit about asking some questions. What do you have to say about that, Kelly?
Well, we know one of the hardest parts about teaching the gospel here at EFY is asking real inspired questions. I mean, that is what I am always focusing on, is on asking better questions to get those youth really digging into their testimonies. Wouldn't you say that's right there?
Shoot, Kelly, you done said it just how I'd have done said it. Way to go.
So this here is a training video in place of our afternoon meetings. We would request that you would please sit down with your co-counselor or counselors and watch this video together. We're going to have some role playing in this here video, so we ask that you and your co-role play together. And if you need help, page 23 in your EFY handbook will go over some teaching skills to help you increase your effectiveness in asking questions.
Thank you, Kelly.
Situation 1. All right, Garrett, well, that was a beautiful scripture you just read. How do you feel about that?
Good. But I'm hungry.
Great. Moving on. So, with your co-counselor, I want you to discuss why that question was not effective and what I could have asked in Situation 2 at Reflect and Review. So, Garrett, would you tell me a little bit about what you learned in Brother Calder's class about recognizing the Spirit?
I learned I really need to work on my relationship with God.
All right, so moment of truth. As a counselor, I could say something like, cool, that's great. What did someone else learn? Or I could ask an inspired follow-up question. Pause this video and discuss with your what could be some good questions that could follow up with Garrett. Situation 3, debriefing games at FHE. So Garrett, how did that game we played relate to the gospel?
Well, I was trying to guard the backpack the best I could, but there's all these distractions around. It made it real hard. Kind of like in life, there's lots of distractions around.
All right, pause. How can we get Garrett to apply this game to his life? What is an effective application question that you can ask Garrett? Pause this video and discuss with your co. So it's definitely true that when teaching, we need to listen and respond to the promptings of the Spirit. But there is something to be said for spiritual preparation. In fact, it's not a bad idea to practice coming up with inspired questions that you can use in your lesson. After all, the Spirit can't work with much if you don't have much to work with. Hey, Counselor Garrett, what you doing?
Hello, Kelly. Why, I'm just sitting here preparing for my lesson tomorrow. I'm coming up, trying my best to come up with some good, inspired questions that will help to dig deeper and launch me into good follow-up questions so I can address the needs and concerns of the youth.
Oh yeah, that sounds so great. What kind of questions are you coming up with?
Well, I'll tell you. You see, I'm preparing for the Young Men activity happening Thursday. And we're going to be talking a lot about Christ. So here are a couple of questions I wrote down. Wrote down a search question, something like, what is one of the titles of Christ that you underlined? And some follow-up questions that could go well with that. Something like, why is this title given to Christ? And then the last one I have here is, how has Christ played this role in your life?
Wow, Garrett, those are really great search, analyze, and apply questions. I know that because you have prepared, the Spirit is going to use you to work miracles in the lives of those boys.
Well, I hope you know that asking the right kind of questions is at the heart of effective teaching. So we hope you know just how important it is that you're preparing and making sure to follow up when you see the opportunity.
We can't wait to hear the kinds of inspired questions that you are going to ask your kids this week and for the rest of your lives.
Well, shoot, have a great night now, huh?
We love you.
All right, see you later.